Hello again. How you doing? Boogie2988 is a relic of his time. He started making content around the start of YouTube, making such bangers as Yup Yup Yup. Doesn't his content just make you all warm inside? With most YouTubers quitting YouTube, starting families, and doing other ventures, Boogie is more like a fucking cockroach. He hides in the crevasses of YouTube, scamming his fans and faking cancer. Boogie2988 was caught crypto scamming his fans and in response said he needed to because he had cancer. Because you know, he was dying, he needed the money. Well no, he was in fact not dying, he lied about it all. Today, popular streamer Destiny confronted Boogie2988 after investigating the timeline events and other such shit involved with his cancer. He even asked for Boogie to provide medical papers to maybe prove the fact that he has cancer. In fact, several people said that they would give him money, like thousands of dollars, if he would just prove that he had cancer. Like, and we're not talking chump change, we're talking $85,000. And I mean, we're talking about a guy that scammed his fans for $10,000. If he had any opportunity to get said money, he would do it without a doubt. But what do you know, he doesn't want to make it public. But he won't even reveal the medical records in private. So obviously he's lying, and he's been lying for over 2 years.
Boogie2488, you are being confronted tonight. I am 99% sure that you are faking.
No, don't move.
You are faking your cancer diagnosis, Boogie.
Okay, let's hear that.
Now, if I had cancer and somebody said that my cancer isn't real, I would instantly get really fucking pissed off about it. But no, instead he gives a real tongue-in-cheek, let's hear it, like he has the upper hand in the conversation, like Destiny just got up from the kiddie table and Boogie is the big boy that's just feeding into his childlike delusions.
Let's hear that.
Did the doctor ever tell you, or did he ever say the word cancer?
He said polycythemia vera, which is a form of cancer, as he explained it to me. And no, it is not secondary polycythemia, which is Nicholas Diorio's explanation for this bullshit.
So I think it is secondary polycythemia. Can you explain?
Well, then why would he call it? Why would he call it polycythemia vera? Why would he tell me that I have hormone markers in my blood that tells me I have polycythemia vera? Why does he order a bone marrow biopsy to confirm it?
So the way he's describing it is that his doctor never actually said cancer and just said a big scientific name. So Boogie, the smart man he is, did a little digging, and by digging I mean he looked it up on the internet to see what he might have, and Google just told him you might have cancer. And like the little smooth-brained dumbass that he is, he thought it was true. Or that's his story at least. So he's tried to clear up this story for 2 years, or that's at least what he says. Never truly did, because his logic is that if people are giving me donations and giving me support, then why change what's not broken?
Well, so I can explain everything, right? So Boogie has a condition called polycythemia, which means there's an elevation in his...
Polycythemia vera.
No.
Polycythemia vera.
You fat fuck. I want to hear the guy that actually knows something.
Polycythemia vera.
Destiny,
He knows
go ahead.
more about my fucking medical diagnosis than I do.
Guarantee. Well,
go right the fuck ahead. I was in the fucking room. My girlfriend was in the fucking room. And they told me, so go
You
right
are
the fuck ahead,
filibustering.
Destiny. Go right the fuck ahead.
Yo, be nice,
Okay,
Boogie.
yeah, I will go ahead. Okay, so I think that Boogie was told that he has polycythemia, which means he has an elevation of his red blood cells. Now, there is a cancer known as polycythemia vera, which is caused by a mutation in some part of your body that causes an elevation of 3 different levels of things that you'll find. One of those is the red blood cell count. However, when Boogie was talking about the polycythemia, he mentioned a couple things that I thought were interesting. The first was that taking an exogenous hormone, TRT, testosterone, that caused a increase in him developing this condition. So taking testosterone will not cause you to develop a cancer. That doesn't, not for this particular cancer, it won't. It will cause you to develop secondary polycythemia. The second thing that he mentioned was that his doctor ordered a sleep study. That's because one of the things that can cause your body to produce more red blood cells is if you have hypoxemia, which is a lower count of, or a low amount of oxygen in your blood for an extended period of time. And the reason why he ordered that sleep study is probably because Boogie either has pulmonary obstructive something, or he has, as he mentioned, sleep apnea. And sleep apnea, which is a decrease in oxygen overnight, can lead to a decrease in oxygen in your blood, which can lead to an increase in the production of red blood cells. All of the things that Boogie described, both the things that cause this and the treatments for it, are consistent with secondary polycythemia. None of these are consistent with cancer, and the fact that he's saying that they've now ordered a biopsy 2 years after. 2 years after. Let me just finish real quick. Let me finish real quick. 2 years ago, you said that you had a cancer diagnosis, but now you've just said now they're doing a biopsy to check for cancer. Confirmation. Is this House MD? Are we treating?
So you can very much see Boogie squirming here, and Destiny just bringing up valid talking point after valid talking point, disproving everything that Boogie is saying. But if you look at his tweets from the past 2 years, he keeps changing his tone. Going from I have cancer to I likely have cancer to I need a cancer diagnosis. Motherfucker, why are you going around saying you have cancer if you haven't even had a diagnosis yet? It's not like you've been dancing around the idea of having cancer, Boogie. You legit just said you have cancer. That's how you started out, and then you changed your tone later and later because people were figuring out that you are a fucking liar. This would all go away if you just show the medical documents that show that you have or are at risk of having cancer.
Are we treating a blood cancer without actually confirming it yet? For 2 years you've been having a cancer treatment without confirming there's actually cancer there?
Because it was in my blood markers, and that's pretty goddamn definitive. You can Google that, Destiny. When you have the hormones, when you have the hormone in the blood that is produced by this cancer, it's pretty goddamn definitive. It doesn't show up for just the shit's sakes of it.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
Boogie, you want to keep saying you're the patient, you know what your body has.
Yes.
But when I go to the doctor, they give me shit like this, which is like papers.
Because I was going to say, Boogie can end this whole thing. Show me a single document with polycythemia vera on it. You don't have one. I don't think the doctor ever diagnosed you with it.
That's it. Truly a slam dunk for Destiny. He just disproved Boogie's logic, picked apart his entire argument piece by piece, and made Boogie stutter like a fucking madman. But instead of coming to the light and admitting you're wrong, Boogie keeps fucking arguing about it.
So polycythemia just means you have an elevation of red blood cells. That's all that means. Your red blood cell count is high. And
so
I think
you can just be fat and sleep apnea can create that.
Sleep apnea could do it. Yeah, anything. Yeah, like that could cause it. And the fact that Boogie said, we knew that when I was taking TRT, this was a risk of that. That means that risk is to develop secondary polycythemia. That was the risk, and then that is what ended up happening, unfortunately. But it's not cancer. That was induced because of just a low oxygenation of the blood.
So why? Explain to me, Destiny, why there are markers, hormone markers in my blood that have tested positively for polycythemia vera.
If there was, then he wouldn't have.
Look at one of your medical papers, dude.
Yeah,
I'm never showing any of these motherfuckers my medical papers. Go fuck yourself. I said that 2 years ago, and I'm staying by it now. Destiny, Jackson Clark, Keemstar, you can see it when I fucking die. It's my fucking goddamn medical record. I've given you every goddamn phone call. I've given you every fucking text. I've given you. It's never made a single goddamn thing better.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that you gave them everything that you can fake, but you cannot fake medical records. You will give them every single thing that you are able to edit and change yourself, but the one slam dunk you could ever have, you do not give them because you do not have it. Like, Boogie, you're just proving yourself wrong. The stoic I'm not gonna give you shit act is not holding up. And what do you mean this won't make anything better? This is the one thing that'll make your problem better. This will diminish all arguments against you. And then he gets on a podcast with Keemstar, basically saying, yeah, he probably did jump the gun a bit. But I mean, it's a little late for that, don't you think? You fucked up here, man. Your career is over. You just risked everything you have to scam your entire audience. Like, Boogie, it's over for you. It should have been over a long fucking time ago. I don't know what to tell you, man. Go get a fucking job at McDonald's. I don't fucking know. Anyways, that's gonna be it for me today. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. You don't have to, but I'd really appreciate it. And anyways, have a good one. Why the fuck during this entire podcast is XQC just tweaking in the background?